Good morning to all traders and welcome to this Tuesday's Market Insights video. It's the 12th of January today. We had an interesting beginning of the week yesterday with dollar continuing its ascent against risk assets, also of course against the euro, reaching, if I'm not mistaken, nearly 3 weeks low. Back in around 20th of December we saw this the 120, 150 or so. So with that said, we are right spot on in wave 4, as I was actually expecting. And that is because US yields are rising. There are expectations that the Democratic Party, now with the blue sweep, of course, is going to provide a multi-trillion dollar stimulus package, while at the same time, the health crisis in the EU, it's just that we started the Q1 of 2020 worst off compared to what economists had expected, right? So there's also talks about some articles about talking about a double dip recession, not just for the Europe but also for the US. So with that said, this sort of validates that I'm expecting a wave 4 and another leg up for 5, because I don't think this dollar upside is going to be sustained in the medium term. Now the losses, of course, spilled over to the dollar, to the pound as well, right? That one was able to hang on a bit better though, a bit more firm, down to 2 weeks lower or so. And there is no particular reason. It's just that probably there were more longs over the medium term and long term on euro, and that's probably just some take profit there that caused a bit more of a dump. I would assume pound is also under trouble because we've also got talks around further restrictions, tighter restrictions on the spotlight now, and it's very likely that they will be implemented soon. While at the same time, the numbers from retail sales that we got during the Christmas period didn't really seem to offset that decline. Now, what else fell, of course, with US yields rising, high beta currencies, including the Australian dollar and the Kiwi. Kiwi broke below the 72 cents. We haven't talked about for a while, so it's a good opportunity to go quickly on that one in the end as well, to have a quick look at what we are expecting. Now, starting on euro dollar, we had this ending diagonal over here last week. Went up to the 161 extension, or so it was, over 1/2, or I don't recall. 123.48, it's the market top. 38.2, 120.63 is very likely to be where we are stopping this descent. It's also going to be a double bottom over here. Now, we'll move at 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think we're going to get a 5. Then it's very possible we get an ABC and another move to the downside for C. Okay, so there is potentially this sort of pattern is going to take us maybe to, well, maybe into mid of February or so, I would assume, right? It could be a case where this just turns to be a sharp move to the downside and then will go up. But taking into consideration that wave 2 is shallow and short, it's very possible that this turns into a triangle, okay? It turns into a flat, okay? Like a running flat, because actually the expanded flat would invalidate this move. Running flat, or even some sort of complex pattern, okay? And then I'm expecting the last and fifth move to the upside above 125.50, okay? So the time being, I'm looking at 120.63 to offer some sort of bounce. In the intraday version, probably looking to correct a little bit here, because even on the downside, wave 2 is quite sharp. So we're expecting a sideways wave 4, okay? Now on pound, actually dollar yen as well, yeah, forgot about that. It's moving up as we expected. Last week, I think I called this as an expanded flat, right? With ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is like an ending diagonal. I'm looking at this 104.20 or 104.50 max to offer an opportunity on the downside. And this is where I will be expecting wave C to complete. So I'm expecting a 5-wave impulse after this. Yes. Now the other scenario we looked, and this has a medium-term scenario at 101. Yeah. We also talked about the potential that this actually ended down here. Yeah. If you recall, so that would be something like an ending diagonal, with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like in wave Z, right? But I doubt this is the case, to be honest. So I'll be expecting 104.55. This is the level where I will be actually taking some sort of medium-term, I would say, decisions based on the forthcoming patterns. Pounds. We talked about this last week. We said we're up here actually. We said 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, or if we break below that, then that becomes an A, B, and a C. Okay, I still maintain this scenario. There is some sort of short-term upside here that is expected as well. Okay, and it could turn to be like a flat because we're very near this level. We've got a high and a bottom nearly like 95% retracement or so. So it's very possible that we're going to head up to 137 or so shortly. Otherwise, and this is actually what I was looking since we've had this move down here, it could this could turn, actually wave X could turn into a triangle, which means it could be an A, B, C, D, and we're going to get E. Okay, and that would be the X, and then we're going to have another leg on the upside to around the 140, just below the 140 to complete wave C. Okay, for now, for the time being, if we move higher, I remain on a flat over here scenario. In case we we'll find resistance around the 135, 136 area, most likely going to turn lower for wave E, and this is going to turn into a triangle. Okay, Kiwi. Well, I'm expecting another leg up. So here we've got wave A done. Yeah, I'm expecting wave B to end, and then I'm expecting another move to the upside for wave C. Now, there is some sort of signal on the MACD here. It's expected 1, 2, 3 to see some sort of consolidation here, and then 5 down for A. And then we're going to get a B and a C for wave B. Yeah. And then, of course, going to move with a 5-wave impulse on the upside. It could be an ending diagonal, but we're too far from making any forecasts regarding that pattern. So for the time being, I'm looking potentially at this actually being either an ABC, yeah, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and ABC is going to be more extended. I mean, this is what it looks like so far. It could be a case where it turns like a complex pattern or a flat, or who knows, okay? Because we could see ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or something like this. Okay. Until then, I'll be keeping an eye on all of those. And truth is, I'll be back again tomorrow for another market insights video. So stay safe and see you again tomorrow.